Good morning, it's Roger here. I just wanted to share that I have posted and published on Kindle The Conquest of Dough. I'm going to do a short reading in a moment of chapter 11 and then actually do a little bit digging back into where this sits in the context of the Going Direct Spring 2024 mind map. So I put up on this is the Grub Street and Exile blog yesterday. I've taken 7 years to write this, and obviously not solidly, 2 years solid research, and then I sort of have just fiddled with it for the last 5. This is from the introduction to Caleb Williams, the William Goodwin book. And when I'd done all, what had I done? Written a book to amuse boys and girls in their vacant hours, a story to be hastily gobbled up by them, swallowed in a pusillanimous and unanimated mood without chewing and digestion. I was in this respect greatly impressed with the confession of one of the most accomplished readers and excellent critics that any author could have fallen in with, the unfortunate Joseph Gerald. He told me that he had received my book late one evening and had read through the 3 volumes before he closed his eyes. Thus, what had cost me 12 months' labour, ceaseless heartaches and industry, now sinking in despair and now roused and sustained in unusual energy, he went over in a few hours, shut the book, laid himself on his pillow, slept, and was refreshed and cried, "Tomorrow to fresh woods and pastures new." So here it is, the link here to buy on Amazon. There is a paperback and a hard back cover coming out. The Kindle edition is available now. Just this is the blurb. The Conquest of Dough is a metaphorical parable about sourdough bread and a legendary Syrian sourdough that is smuggled out of Aleppo. The challenges and reflections of the guardians of the dough's esoteric mysteries and why the dark-hearted breed of men who seek to destroy it are all tackled. Dough is the metaphor for money, which examines another of my areas of work, monetary reform activism. The finale of Conquest of Dough is a hilarious romp through the social aspects of attitudes prevalent in the class from which one of the main protagonists, Bunto, comes from. In correspondence and reportage, Bunto can be seen parodying himself whilst pretending his legend remains what it once was. The novel closes with parts 2 and 3 of the epic poem Trilogy, started in 2016 with Usury Hell's Fuel Man's Oppressor. Conquest of Dough is the completion of the trilogy in 4 parts. You can read the rest of that yourself. So I'm going to now read chapter 11. Incitatus riddles the forum. Ah, the flabby wineskin of the brain, yielding to some pathologic strain, voiding driblets of aphorisms. Ambroise Bierce would have a field day with this one. In closing, philosophy is indeed a love of truth. But let's contrast that with Caligula's aphorism, shall we? Once you clear the bodies, said Boris Johnson, the British Foreign Secretary. Oh, what a vision. A shopping centre and a low-tax Costa Blanco. All you need to do is clear the dead bodies away. Simple, right? But let's not dwell on the morbid. Bring on the low-cost tax Costa Blanco, Bojo's on it, chin up Sambo, a brand new Nando's awaits once you clear the bodies. Swap that spear for Lucre, get some aircon and voila, Apple, Gucci, Ray-Ban, Uber, all yours once you clear the bodies. Now that Luke Wright, the poet, knows a thing or two about the people who run the country. Jolly good chap. Oh, the horrors of war, but fear not. It's British Airways and Thomas Cook to the rescue once you clear the bodies. So grab a broom and get sweeping. Old Blighty's expertise is here to help. No, we don't speak Bongoese, just clear the bloody bodies. The friendly guns have done their bit, shock doctrine strikes, and now dig that pit. We'll build a massive mall right here and you can work in it once you clear the bodies. Very catchy. Bunto was kind of proud to be memorialised in a poem. After all, he had done the same for the President of Turkey. He drawled, Wankara, yep, I still got them tunes, baby. Now on to Incitatus visiting the forum with Doonga. Oh, how does one even begin to fathom where the rhetoric starts and the sophistry takes over? It's like watching a live performance of political karaoke with all the neoliberal standards being belted out with fervour. The UN Security Council session was cringeworthy, to say the least. Kerry and Johnson stole the biscuit in a performance that would have made even Lucian blush. It's peak mendacity, at least, for 2016. And then there's Boris Johnson trotting well in the paddock with his Britannic colours, impeccable breeding and representing a Britannic vassal state owned by Washington, brackets consensus. Refused at its last outing, or rather did not run due to industrial stoppages back at the stables of Westminster. With the establishment's taste for Islamophobia, calls for the death penalty for terrorist offences might be floated. A populist vote-winning strategy, perhaps. The thought is gut-wrenchingly appalling, but seeing Boris Johnson at the UN Security Council, it's probably a referendum he might quite relish. And let's not forget Kerry's poetic rhetorical crowd and his enchanted equine mastication of Unga. Bono narrates a video of the Syrian refugee Olympic team. It's all too much to handle. The Aleppo convoy, a genuine mistake or something more sinister? The facts tend to emerge after a thorough investigation, and rigorous checking requires time. So let's not jump to conclusions just yet. The evidence. It's a stubborn thing indeed, as stubborn as a compliant counsel or a horse like Equus Ferus Caballus. Where are the Lucians in the Fourth Estate and their dead tree rags of apology, privilege and patronage when we need them? So let's review the bidding. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but not their own facts. And as President John Adams once said, facts are stubborn things. Indeed they are. And as the little boy declared in the old fairy tale, where are the emperor's clothes? He is surely not clothed in truth, woven from threads of facts and tended with wisdom and care. And there you have it, a witty take on political rhetoric and diplomatic theatrics. The stage is set, the players are in position, and the show must go on. Now, just to say, this is the Going Direct paradigm mind map. I'll put a link in the description, or you'll find links in the Going Exile blog about the Going Direct Spring. What I am now going to do is click on this here, which is the Going Direct Spring 2024 node, which goes here. And then I am going to find, where are we now? No, just do this. All right, so I'm the builder of this brain, and that will come in as that node now. And then we're going to look at, here we are, the Conquest of Dough multimedia website. And that then links to the Amazon download link. It's under the category money, debt, usury. And then over here, we've got the Lucre poem, which we're going to play out with in a minute. And hopefully the system audio will play. And this provides a wider context, so you can go out and into ideas and other articles, some Wikipedia, some on blogs, etc. But let's just let Luke have the last word here. So here he is here, and then if I click that, we will come.
But you can continue with your British.
The Hofstad, and here's Luke's poem.
Come now, native, wipe that tear. All's not lost. This time next year, we'll build a shopping centre here. Well, Once you clear the bodies, bring on the low-tax Costa Blanco. Bojo's on it. Chin up, Sambo. What you want's a brand...
So the secret to becoming a millionaire is right under everyone's nose. Now, when you figure it out, it's...
The low-tax Costa Blanco. Bojo's on it. Chin up, Sambo. What you want's a brand new Nando's. Once you clear the bodies, that's it. Swap that spear for Lucre. Get some aircon. Splendid. Super. Apple. Gucci. Ray-Ban. Uber. Once you clear the bodies. I feel for you. Hey, I've read Brooke. War's a horrid thing. Now, look, it's British Airways. Thomas Cook. Once you clear the bodies, so grab a broom. Yes, quickly, please. We'll bring old Blighty's expertise. No, me no speako bongoese. Just clear the bloody bodies. The friendly guns have done their bit. Shock doctrine strikes. Now, dig that pit. We'll build a massive mall right here, and you can work in it. Once you clear the bodies.
There's a group of UK business people, actually, I don't know whether you have come across them, some wonderful guys who, they got a brilliant vision to turn CERT into the next, with the help of the municipality CERT, turn it into the next Dubai. The only thing they've got to do is clear the dead bodies around.
And there you have it. So if you have been watching, thanks very much. And look out for a discussion with Ranjan coming up on the new novel, Conquest of Dough.
But you can continue with your British army. There's no problem for me. But in